Former President Goodluck Jonathan is back in the headlines, but this time, the story is not about the past, it's about the future, possibly 2027. Reports suggest Jonathan may have set certain conditions to return to Aso Rock for just one term. PDP insiders, political godfathers, and even former military leaders are said to be involved in these discussions. But here's the big question: is this a serious move, political gossip, or a strategic ploy by power broker? Today, we will dig deep into the facts, denials, and political chess game around Jonathan's possible comeback.
Whether they remove the subsidy or not, we will still be in problem. If they remove subsidy, they will share the money. They have already shared it before collecting it. They say over 400 billion will go to Jonathan's government. Over 400 billion will go to state government. Over 200 billion will go to local government. They have already spent the money before they earn it. They are just fooling color day to come and supervise and empty
his reputation as a peaceful Democrat who conceded defeat to Buhari in 2015. The South-South's political weight in Nigerian elections. Why his image still appeals to some Nigerians, especially after recent challenges under successive governments. Jonathan left office as the only sitting Nigerian president to concede defeat voluntarily. For many, that moment sealed his place in history as a statesman. But the years after 2015 have seen him maintain a relatively low political profile, until now.
I believe one day we all Nigerians will say we will no longer accept the wrong thing. And the day we all collectively say we will no longer accept the wrong thing, we, the political class, will behave normally. People must reject us if we behave wrongly. Maybe one day we will have 2 big buildings in Abuja where we will have places where we put pictures of people, even if they are dead, and say these are the people who really messed up this country. So that their grandchildren will come and know that their grandfathers were part of the problems of the country.
Reports has claimed that Jonathan is being courted by PDP power brokers. Alleged conditions: only one term, a unity government, and wide consultation before acceptance. Meetings with political heavyweights, including a visit to General Ibrahim Babangida in Minna. South-South and Rivers state leaders reportedly showing support. Why a one-term presidency could appeal to political strategists: rotation, calming tensions. If the plan works, Jonathan could be a rich president, just 4 years, then hand over to a younger successor. But political promises in Nigeria have a way of changing after elections, and the public knows this. PDP Deputy National Publicity Secretary, Ibrahim Abdullahi, denies formally inviting Jonathan. Legally, Jonathan is still eligible due to constitutional interpretations. Why the PDP might publicly deny while privately negotiating, to avoid internal conflict before primaries. Analyzing this event, the party's factions, North versus South, and how Jonathan should fit in. This is where Nigerian politics gets interesting. What's denied in public can still be very real behind closed doors. Jonathan's spokesperson denies any plan to run in 2027. Warning about fake social media accounts, especially Instagram, claiming to represent him. How Jonathan's cautious approach keeps him from being boxed into a political corner. Strategy: deny now, keep options open later. Sometimes in politics, you don't say yes, but you don't say no either. And that's where Jonathan's public stance seems to be. Former First Lady Patience Jonathan outright rejects the idea. Says the family will support President Tinubu's re-election instead. The political weight of Patience's voice: she's known for being outspoken and influential in her husband's decisions. Can this could be a genuine position, or a calculated smokescreen? Nostalgia for the relative economic stability between 2010 and 2014. His perceived fairness to different regions. As a one-term president, he wouldn't threaten long-term ambitions of younger politicians. Support from some northern elites who see him as a compromise candidate. In Nigeria's power game, sometimes the least threatening candidate ends up being the most powerful, because they unite strange political bedfellows. To summarize both sides, possibility versus improbability. Emphasize how the 2027 race will likely heat up after PDP's national convention later this year. Leave the audience with a thought-provoking question. If Goodluck Jonathan, the man who left Aso Rock quietly in 2015, could be the same man power brokers want back in 2027. But Nigerian politics is full of twists, and the truth is, nothing is final until the ballots are printed. Do you think Jonathan should run again, even for just one term? Or should Nigeria move on to entirely new leadership? Let's hear your thoughts in the comments below.
For me, it's a good political development, even though I think there are a lot of intentions that are not disclosed that are beneath this sudden and reawakening of interest for former President Goodluck Jonathan. I, as a person, see former President Goodluck Jonathan as a very, very cerebral person and an experienced politician too. And I do not see him as falling for this bait, because for me, I see it as a bait. The PDP, as it stands today, is seriously decimated. The PDP has lost a lot of its the cloud of people that would have really given it the bite. The PDP also has a contention with a Peter Obi, who, if he comes into the party, would be a force to contend with. And if he doesn't come into the party, would be a very serious force to contend with also in the Southeast. Goodluck Jonathan coming into the fray for me is for me not a very good political calculation on his part. There are interests, there are people who are interested in having him coming, and people who feel that their purpose will be served by having Goodluck Jonathan coming. But as an individual and as a politician and as an elder statesman, I think he has come to occupy a position presently that that is more of an international figure than just coming to be a president again.